Hi, I'm Barb Pitcock, and I'm here with Fred Van Loo, and I am so excited to be here in his office in Dallas, Texas. You know, I've known Fred since 1997. Dave and I were just babes in the business, and we were in a company where Fred had the best-selling products, and I've been using his product line for almost 20 years. And I learned a lot about water and air and energy, and at first I thought this was like voodoo. How does all of this work? I remember being there, Fred, and you were talking about pendants and all the damaging waves. And for me, I mean, I was a 23-year-old girl. I was just learning how to mix powder and water and take nutrition, or that, you know, I wasn't getting all the nutrition I needed from my food. And then I met this guy, and he was out there talking about all kinds of stuff that was so far over my head. But you know what? I didn't have to understand it all. All I had to do was use it, and it started working for me. And I started using the energy products, and I put it in my refrigerator, and my vegetables would last longer. I started wearing the pendants, and we had everybody in our office wearing the pendants, and they didn't have fatigue, and they had more energy. I don't know how it works. I'm not the expert. It's like that light switch over there. We have lights on. I don't know how all this electricity works. I just turn on the switch, and it works. But just this year, Dave and I went to Fred and said, Fred, we have got to get you on this team and a part of this company so that all of the people in our amazing organization of Youngevity can experience an even better result with all the nutrition they're taking and everything they're doing. And so for years, I've had this crazy little dot on the back of my phone. People ask me, what is that little dot? I say, I don't know. It just helps me stay healthier and I don't have fatigue because I live like this on my phone all day. Notice I'm promoting K-State, but what I really want you to see is this little E dot. And you know, I have it for my family, for my kids, for all the people that I care about because they sleep by their phone. They're on their phone, they're holding their phone, they're texting their phone, it's in their pocket, it's here, it's everywhere. I'm not an expert when it comes to products, but I will tell you, I faithfully use the E-Dot and wear the pendant because I know that with my schedule and all of the crazy waves that are out there, Fred tells me they're bombarding me from cell phones and satellites and radars and everything, that I want to keep my cells turned on. And that means that I'm able to take in the nutrition and have more energy. I very seldom ever get tired. And I don't experience the fatigue that so many people talk about. So I'm not real sure how it works, Fred, but ever since I met you, I have been using these products, and I am so excited that now you and your product line is a part of the Youngevity catalog. Because to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is not another company on the planet that not only has great products, but has a way for us to get our cells turned on instead of so many of the people that are experiencing fatigue and they can't sleep right and they have so many challenges and dark circles under their eyes. That is because no matter how much nutrition they take, their body's not absorbing it because everything's kind of on shutdown, like when you need to reboot your computer. Is that kind of what it's like, Fred?
That's it.
Okay.
Absolutely clear. And again, now Youngevity is the only company on the planet that truly has the ability to protect really efficiently the body from all of this electronic overwhelm, from satellites, billions of cell phone calls, our own negative thoughts. We tend to be in that overwhelm right now. And it just doesn't stop 24/7. It's like we're sitting in a microwave oven. And that microwave ovens cook popcorn and a hot dog, and that's what's happening to our cells now. And so we need to protect, but then we need to provide those cells with the support needed to bring them back. They're already collapsed. People that simply are not sleeping well, they're fatigued. They don't have a solution. It's just not getting better, it's getting worse. And they do everything right. Some of them look great because they have to watch what they eat. They're not digesting what they eat very efficiently. So they look great and no one knows how awful their life is because everything is just turned off. With Youngevity now, we can get that turned on with like the Quanta water, the Harmony drops that clear stagnant energies in the body. Most people are not going to understand how this stuff works. We're totally in the quantum energies now. But they work so well and so quickly when you just follow the simple instructions that when you add that to what Dr. Wallach has done with his 90 for life and the other products that are out there for various challenges, your results are faster, they last, and they are, well, I just said it, they're permanent. And this is the only company now that can do this in the world. And I couldn't be more excited.
I'm excited about it too.
Absolutely.
Well, I just wanted to get with you for a couple minutes on this video, Fred, because I try to tell people about this and they're like, what are you talking about? So if I just tell my friends or people that are experiencing fatigue to go to Youngevity.com, they're already taking Beyond Tangy Tangerine, they're taking the different products, OsteoFX, Omegas, whatever it is that they're taking. If they just add that energy pack, what is it exactly called?
Well, for an auto ship, and this company gives so many benefits when people are on auto ship, and just the basics, they would go to into the back office, look for the Harmony Health auto ship. It's that simple. They'll get the Quanta water, they'll get the Harmony drops, and they will get the 90 for life. And if they do that for 1 or 2 months, there is an absolute guarantee they'll feel the difference. Now they'll also be able to get an EP2 stress pendant. And what I love is for members, these, they get it at such a great price, such a great savings. Another aspect of the company I truly love. They treat their members better than I've ever seen anyone treat members. And the EDA, and they can get that on there. That added to any protocol they choose, they will see the results very quickly. Now if they haven't yet made their choice, they can get the Harmony Health CEO Mega Pack, which has everything in it. Everything for 2 people.
That's awesome.
Oh no, it's not only awesome. 2 people are getting the full support that I used to have to charge for 1 person. This is really exciting.
You get so much value in the CEO Mega Pack. That's definitely the best way to join. But if you're already in the business, make sure you get the Harmony Pack when you set up your auto ship. And Fred, when we see the people at the next event, not only are they going to have great nutrition, they're going to have tons of energy and harmony, right?
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, I love the cocoa.
Yes.
The hot chocolate,
yes.
The Beyond Hot Chocolate.
I know you made it today.
It's a favorite of mine. I know it is so good. Anyway, just a little aside.
I love the coffee. I love the makeup. I love the weight loss. I love it all. But I'm very excited, Fred, that no matter what product we're taking, we can add your products to it. And now we're also going to be taking in those products and absorbing them a lot better. We're all going to live a longer, healthier life.
Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you. Hi, we're Dave and Barb Pitcock, and the fact that we're standing here telling you this story, it's just still mind-blowing to me. I'll never forget when we were in our early 20s and Dave came home and said, we're gonna get in a home-based business. I said, you're crazy. I mean, we had 2 babies and 1 on the way. I was 23, Dave was 24. Just imagine this, no college education. Dave was a bull rider, I was a beautician and owned my own salon. And we were living paycheck to paycheck, like so many of you are today. Never had enough money at the end of the month. And thank goodness, Dave found an opportunity that solved all the headaches and a system that we could follow, and it literally just set us free. In 90 days, we replaced our income to be full-time stay-home parents. Never dropped our kids off at daycare again. And you know, that's been 18 years that we've been in this industry. And the reason we want to share with you today is that these average people, I mean, we live in a small town of 2,000 people, kids from Kansas with no college education, no money to get started, no time, and we were running 5 businesses. We did this part-time and got our checks over $40,000 a month in our early 20s. So it's just my belief that if you plug into what we're going to share with you, that you can too, if you will.
This company has done some things with the industry it's making it easy for you and me to be successful in this industry. And that's one of the biggest challenges people have. People hear about it, they get excited about it, they get hyped up, they join a program, nothing happens. And that story happens over and over and over again. But with Youngevity and the team that they brought aboard about 1.5 to 2 years ago, guys, there's a reason, the numbers don't lie. This company's gone from 20 million to 100 million, and their goal right now as a company is to be one of the next billion-dollar companies. And that's why Barb and I, that's why we switched our gears. I mean, with Dr. Wallach and his story and all the products they have, guys, every single person can do this business. Every single person we talk to and you talk to are doing this business every day already. They're just not getting paid for it.
The 90 for Life message is so easy to share with prospects out in the world because it really simplifies the message. You're talking about 90 essential nutrients that you have to take for your entire life. So it's very exact, it's very, the whole message is just complete.
After taking this product starting November the 1st, I am now walking 3 to 5 miles a day with no pain, no cramps. I also am starting to pump iron again. I have no arthritis anywhere in my body. I have energy through the roof. And I'm going to tell you something, anybody that has not taken this product is doing themselves a disfavor.
I've now lost 58 pounds. My blood sugar is normal, my cholesterols are normal. My doctor had me on 2 blood pressure meds. I'm off one. The other one's been cut 2 different times. I go back in a few months. Fairly confident that I'll be off all my meds. My wife's a lot happier. She often makes the comment, there's less of me to love, but I think that's okay.
Youngevity changed my life. I had thyroid cancer and I had been through radiation, and I was battling with everything that comes with that. The brain fogginess, the fatigue, the bone and joint problems, the weight gain, and I have been on the product for 2 months now, and it has completely taken away all of my symptoms. I've been able to lose 26 pounds, and I finally have my life back.
I no longer suffer with migraines. I'm down in my weight. I no longer have heartburn issues. I fired my doctor who told me I had to be on heartburn medication for the rest of my life. I am really excited, and it's just a walking billboard for Dr. Wallach and his message. If it worked for me, it's going to work for everybody else.
Guys, what I want to do right now is give you a quick thumbnail sketch on how this program works as far as making money. Guys, there's really 3 ways to make money. There's 3 types of money to make in this type of industry. Guys, Youngevity has mastered the compensation plan. They have all 3 kinds of money. 1 is upfront, fast money. And number 2 is residual money. It's money that you make while you sleep. And number 3 is huge money. You've all heard the stories of people being giantly successful in this industry, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, not a year, a month. I want to show you guys in about 2 or 3 minutes exactly why that is the way it is. You can join this program in a lot of different ways. You can get in for as little as a $10 bill if you want and try the products. What I encourage people to do is I encourage people to join at what we call the CEO level. And what that does, for $499, it basically opens up and allows you to access and max out every bonus that the company has. And at the same time, you get over $499 in products to get you acclimated to the kinds of products we have. Person joins for $499. Let's say this is you. Your goal, if you're like me, is to make your money back. That's fast money, upfront money. We call it quick start bonuses and fast start bonuses. And here's what happens. I want to go out and I sponsor 4 people. Bill, Sue, Mary, and Joe. Every time you bring somebody into the business, you immediately make about 125 bucks in fast starts and quick starts. And that's payable, you'll receive that in the next week or 2. So I joined the program for $4.99, I want to make my money back. I sponsored 4 people, I just made my money back. Okay, if that's all that anybody ever does in this business, then you will get rich beyond your wildest dreams. What does Bill, Sue, Mary, and Joe want to do? Same thing. I just want to make my money back. Why? I'm brand new. I don't even know anything yet. Bill sponsors a few people, Sue sponsors a few people, Mary sponsors a few people, and all of a sudden, they have made their money back. And guys, when you think about it, you know that if you just made a decision and actually worked the business, and it was explained to everybody you brought in the same way, to where if everybody that got in just sponsored 4 people and helped them do the same thing to get their money back. Do you know after 5 or 6 months, you would have over 4,000 people in your organization? Take it down a year, 2 years, 3 years. Guys, that's why people have 50, 60,000 people in the group. That's why and how they make $200,000 a month, not a year, a month. Do you guys realize in 90 days you could be making as much in this as you make now at your full-time job? And you've doubled your income? The first part is fast start money and quick start money. Why don't we have it to where everybody moves at least $100 to $150 a month in product, and that's how you're able to access all the bonuses. Because obviously the only way you make money is when products move. So why not have a simple way that every single person can move products? Most people don't like sales. Most people don't want to go out and sell products. Then why don't you use them? With coffee and tea and chocolate and makeup and weight loss programs and 900 other products that are in your house now, my wife has said it 1,000 times, you switch where you shop and you get paid for it. So guess what happens? Say you've sponsored a few and they've sponsored a few. Say you have 78 people in your group after 6 months. What are every single one of them doing every month, whether you do anything or not? They're moving products that they're already using. Guys, and you're earning the second type of income. It's residual income. Because whether you ever sponsor anybody again, whether you ever do anything other than get your products or order your products or use your products, you're getting paid. And it averages about 8 to 10, 12 bucks a person. You have 78 people in your group, you're gonna make 6, 7, 800,000 bucks a month just because they like the products. How did you get those 78? Because people joined and they wanted to make their money back. And they knew all they had to do was sponsor 4. And guys, the last thing I want to share with you is the third type of income. I like to call it huge money. And guys, here's how it works. Once you've sponsored 3 or 4 people in the business, and you've helped them each sponsor 3 or 4 people in the business, you are at a level in the company where you start to earn an extra $100 on everybody that comes in your organization, whether you sponsor them or not. It's called a coding bonus. And make sure you get with the person that's showing you this and say, hey, help me understand this coding bonus a little bit more, because when you get this, you won't sleep. This will change your life. This financially will make you different. Say that you're just like me and you sponsored a few people. And all of a sudden I sponsor a 5th person named Barb. And Barb, what does Barb want to do? Get her money back, just like everybody. Because that's how the program is set up. Guys, if a person got in for $1 or $10, is there any desire to make your money back? No. This is the magic of the program. What's Barb's goal? Get her money back. Let's say Barb sponsors a few people, and they sponsor a couple, who sponsor a couple, and all of a sudden, 50 people got in Barb's organization in a single month. They all joined at $4.99. Those people earned their fast start bonuses and quick start bonuses, but me, as the upline who had sponsored my 4 and helped them, I'm at a level in the company called SEMD. And that means I get to, because of that, I'm encouraged to help Barb. Say 50 people get in Barb's organization. I'm the upline SEMD. I get an extra $100 on each of them. That is an extra $5,000 that month just because I sponsored one person and helped her do what the plan is doing by itself. Even if I don't know anything, and I've never been in this business. Guys, I've been in this for 20 years, and it's still why I'm as excited as I am today, because I have never seen anything like this.
I am going to share with you the most amazing Harmony Health CEO Mega Pack for 2 people. That is the only way you can accurately and truly address the cellular shutdown that is causing the majority of people around the world to not sleep well, to have fatigue, suffer from poor immune function, all because the cells are being shut down by this electronic overwhelm that comes from satellites, that comes from cell phone towers, comes from billions of cell phone calls being made that are going through our bodies no matter where we are in the world, whether we have our own cell phone or not. And yes, there's our own cell phones, sometimes using earpieces that are sending out radar, looking for a cell phone signal, our own negative thoughts and the thoughts of people around us. All of these, the electrical around us, the FM, the AM, the radio signals, all of the communications by all the different departments, never mind the spy satellites. And we're in total electronic overwhelm, not being addressed effectively by anyone except Youngevity. Because Youngevity now has the most effective cell phone protection. It is called the eDot. And the eDot allows you to, just by putting it on your cell phone, it allows you to effectively stop 93% of the damage, of the harm, of the depression, of the normal cell function throughout the body. It is not about stopping a particular thing in the inner ear. It is about the whole body. How does a cell phone affect the cell? Because how it affects the cell is how it affects the body. 93%, give or take, with the E-dot. I have found nothing else that is that effective, not even close. And it is affordable and effective. On top of that, for the entire body protection on all of that electronic overwhelm, you have the EP2 stress pendant. The EP2 stress pendant is also 93%, totally different technology, 93% protection against the overwhelming electronic and man-made interferences. And you think about it, your thoughts, that's man-made, so that's why it is effective. How it works, I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm just going to say it accesses, like a receiver, the 93% of all of the highest vibrational harmonics that God has put out there in the environment, and it then amplifies them. And so your body selects from those amplified resources that have been artificially depressed, by the way. It's not ramping up from the normal levels. The normal levels are greatly depressed, and it ramps them up, and then your body is able to select just those harmonics that make up who you are uniquely energetically. It's fascinating. So your coherent energy field expands out from the body, and any chaos coming through must, like darkness hitting light, must pass through that expanded coherent field, and you get far less physiological depression from that interference than you would otherwise. The only company that has this is Youngevity. And at the same time, and it comes, two of them come in the Harmony Health Pack. So it's for two people. You only get one E-dot for the cell phone, so you may have to get an extra one if you have two people that are using cell phones. The combination of the two technologies used together provides up to 99% protection from the cell phone when you're wearing your EP2 stress pendant and using the E-dot as well. Fascinating. Now, once this damage has occurred though, before you got these to protect your body, you want to make sure that you are giving your body the resources to rebuild the harmonic function and support of this at the cellular level. This is not something companies know how to do. This is not something protocols know how to do. Most nutritionists, no medical doctors, they don't know how to get the cells to turn back on. Through the Harmony Health CEO Mega Pack, you get the most important part of doing that, which is called Quanta Water. The Quanta Water is the harmonics locked into just pure water. And those harmonics, again, there's 60% of all of the highest level harmonics, but most importantly, they are the harmonics that are needed to support cellular function, make the cells feel safe over time, and they gradually build up their energetic muscle with sipping this Quanta Water until you are up from 1%, 5%, 20%. Can you imagine only having 20% of your cells doing what they're supposed to do and the other 80% are asleep? Well, that is the case in the majority, not some, the majority of people around the world. North America particularly is what I'm most familiar with, but I've been around the world in Australia. Yes, it's even worse in Australia. So by sipping Quanta Water every 2 hours, you will get your cellular function up over a matter of days, weeks, and 2 or 3 months, lock it in to where you would just be able to use the diluted form of Quanta Water in all the water you're drinking to support and maintain that. But you must sip it full strength to get your cell function up. And then the Harmony drops are needed to clear the stagnant energies out of the organ systems and out of the cellular matrix in the body. Clears it totally. I know of no other way to do that. There are a couple of protocols that I use and a few other people use, but by and large, the majority of health providers do not know how to clear those stagnant energies. And if they're there, they're blocking liver function. They're blocking the cleansing functions. They're blocking the normal function of your glands and your organ systems. It is so important on a daily basis to cleanse those. The Harmony drops will do that. The other is 1 to 3 Harmony drops in a glass of any pure water or liquid maximizes the hydration to over 85%, whereas without it you're looking at 20 to 30% intracellular hydration. Is hydration important in your health? It is the most important. That and the harmonics. If you did nothing else but add hydration and harmonics to what you're doing now, you will see amazing results. But now the next step. You are going to get an energy egg that has the harmonics in the energy egg. You just put it in the refrigerator, and all your produce, your meats, your foods in the refrigerator last 2 to 5 times more or longer on average. And when you see that with your lettuce, when you see your food lasting longer, you don't have to understand the quantum energies, the quantum science behind it. You just know that, well, if it's doing that to the produce, to the living food in my refrigerator, what's it doing to my body? What's it doing to my children? What's it doing to my pets? What's it doing to my fish? Can you imagine? So many of you will do more for your fish than you'll do for your own body. But at any rate, you will understand. It works. So then, now that you have your cells turned on and they can even take an average diet and give you far more results, what would happen if you gave your body the finest in nutrition? 90 of the essential nutrients, trace minerals, and resources that the body needs to create hundreds of thousands of compounds needed to satisfy and support the function of the living organisms in your body so that they can do what they're designed to do effectively. You're not getting the 90 essential nutrients in your diet. You're not getting 90 essential nutrients in most all your so-called vitamin formulas and glandular. They're not there. They are in Tangy Tangerine. And Tangy Tangerine is the most perfect formula that is affordable, effective, and complete by Dr. Joel Wallach, and it is exclusively available through Youngevity. And again, did I mention affordable? So a family can use this, certainly 2 people. Well, 2 of these come in every Harmony Health Pack, and 1 comes in the auto ship of, that's the Harmony Health auto ship to maintain your health very affordably again. Now, 2 scoops of that Tangy Tangerine in a glass of 6 to 8 ounces of water. It not only is delicious, and it's not supposed to work if it's delicious, but it is. And it gives your body everything it needs. You can take a little bit more if you happen to have some severe challenges, but I'm not even going to go. Whatever your health challenges are, it's not curing anything. It's giving your body the resources to do what it's already designed to do, and that is to bring the balance back, and it will self-correct almost any health condition. You may find that giving your body the support it needs to allow it to do what it knows how to do naturally, and that is self-correct virtually any condition that is out of balance. The definition of imbalance is dis-ease, and that's what makes it so exciting. It is not a cure, it is the support for the natural cure that the body possesses for every and any dis-ease that is occurring in the body. Now, in addition to the Tangy Tangerine, and it's so simple even men can do it, is the OsteoFX. OsteoFX was so amazing. When I tested this, like the Tangy Tangerine, which when I tested it on a scale of 1 to 10, it tested a 9, and I don't test many products that are anywhere near 9 out of 10. Most are 1, 2, or 3, and I'm lucky if I get a 5. A 9 out of 10, and I was skeptical. Trust me, I was skeptical. And the results that have been pouring in terms of testimonials have absolutely confirmed, from the people that I know, have confirmed that it is a 9 out of 10 in its category. Amazing. The OsteoFX, I take at night. Now, I take the Tangy Tangerine with a meal or just after a meal so that the body can digest it with food. It must be digested, those trace minerals. This is not a pre-digested food. It is all the resources needed that should be in your meal. They're not in your meal, but if you take it with the meal, the body will treat it as if it's completing your whole meal. The OsteoFX I take at night, and I take an ounce at night, and the results are tremendous. It has what are needed for the joints, regardless of your age, and certainly those of us who are older. It is marvelous. The joints, the tendons, any spasms, muscle spasms, outstanding product and really helps sleep. So until you've got your cell function up naturally, this is a virtually essential part of the 90 for life that Dr. Wallach has put together. Such a wonderful, wonderful system. Then you have, and by the way, that comes in a liquid form, and the OsteoFX comes in a powder form. I love the powder form, easy to travel with, easy to use, and they're both absolutely as effective. Your choice. The marine lipids, the Prohoba marine lipids, tested really outstanding, 5 times better than others that I have tested, like EFAs and all. I like the Prohoba marine lipids because for, again, cell communication, nerve regeneration, nerve function, this is kind of important when you're getting your body restored and you're trying to maintain that communication with all of this interference, electronically and otherwise. So rounding this out, where you take approximately 3 of those per day, you could take more, some could take a little less, but I find 3 per day per person. 1 bottle of the Prohoba marine lipids is enough for 2 people for an entire month. So the economy of this Harmony Health CEO Mega Pack for 2 people is amazing. I used to have to charge $4.99 for a single person on my Bulldozer pack. That offered very similar to what the Harmony Health Pack offers for 2 people for the same price.
Folks, everybody's getting in. There are people that are celebrities, multimillionaires, oil investors, real estate tycoons. There are people that have been in this industry and made millions of dollars that are looking at this and saying, I'm joining this team. And there are people that have never been in network marketing that have no idea what they're doing, and they're saying, I'm in. You look at all the celebrities and the professional athletes and the people who have already had success. Why would they join? For the same exact reason that Dave and I joined in 1996. Folks, everybody has dreams and goals. And even the people that have made millions of dollars, they see this faster than anyone else because they understand timing. Like Dave said, they have the vision and they know a good business opportunity when they see it.
So what's next? Get in. You know, I remember years and years ago an interview that was done by Larry King. And on Larry King Live, he was interviewing Bill Gates. And at the time, he was the richest man in America. And Larry asked Bill, he said, what do you attribute your success to? And Bill said, Larry, timing. He said, I was at the right place at the right time. And he said, but there was a lot of other people at that place too when it came to the computer industry. He said, Larry, the big thing for me, he said, I had vision. And Larry wasn't done. He looked at Bill Gates and he said, well, what else? And Bill said, you know what, Larry? He said, there was a lot of people at the same place I was. And he goes, and there was a lot of people who had vision too, because the computer industry was booming. But he said, if I had one thing to attribute to my success, he said, it's taking action. You know, I know there's a plane that leaves New York every single morning on its way to Chicago. And you know what? Whether I'm on that plane or not, it's leaving. And this business is the same way. You know what, whether you get in this business or not, it doesn't matter. We're going to $1 billion anyway. We are just so excited right now to touch as many people as we can, just like we've been touched. I'm telling you, make a decision, take action, and get involved with us right now in this business.
Because of this industry, the relationships, our health, our freedom, and just the experiences that we've had are things that most people would only dream of. But if you join and you become a part of this team, there's nothing that you can't outdream, because if you can dream it, you can achieve it here with Youngevity.